right? Like, when you're struggling from success, that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, so.
Definitely.
But speaking about struggling from success, the man himself, Yalmanac, coming in, right? Like, someone who was virtually unknown a year ago and now one of the hottest commodities in Texas, right? Like, everyone was talking about the Game 5 last hit set with Mutace in the Peach Ditto. Then they both just took turns messing each other up. And there was moments where, like, Yalmanac was cooking. And even Mutace, like, you know, obviously Mutace had to take it, you know, had to put on the Twitter fingers, was like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, y'all need to watch out for this guy. So, you know, I'm glad to see him on the map. I remember playing him at a weekly, like, a couple months ago. And I'm like, I heard this guy's pretty good. And I got, like, cooked. I was like, man.
Yeah, Yalmanac is definitely something different. I thought Georgia was going to be the state of peaches, but Texas coming into full effect with a bunch of peach players all of a sudden.
Yeah, we got Memphis also.
Out of nowhere. Right, Memphis too. So
Memphis also. And then
Memphis from Texas, by the way. Like
Memphis from Texas. Memphis, Dallas, Texas, right?
Yeah.
We also have, obviously, you know, not as active anymore, but every now and then, you know, we think about, you know, players like Oryx as well up in Dallas.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's a couple Peach players here and there. A lot lower level Peach players also around. There's someone we have a freshman at U of H also plays Peach, so, you know, definitely a ton of Peaches out there, but obviously Yalmanac, Memphis, and Mutace leading the charge in Texas for sure. Going up against one of Louisiana's finest, the man himself, who's honorary Houston. We see him all the time at some of these events.
Who said he was honorary Houston?
He comes to all the Houston events.
I didn't clear him, bro.
Ah, that's tough. You know what? You're right. My fault.
Hey, Jordan.
You know what? My fault.
Hey, Jordan, can you smile for me? Say cheese, bro. Look. Hey, say cheese, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the size of his teeth, bro. Bro, my man's teeth is on Steve Harvey, bro. That's crazy. Wow, bro. His smile is incredible, bro.
Oh,
hey,
man.
shouts out to Jordan, bro.
Oh, you got to cook
the one who is coming here with a point to prove, right?
Yeah.
Wanted to cook. Obviously talking a bunch of mess on Twitter, saying
as always,
very, very standard. But today is going to be sampling the Wolf, ladies and gentlemen. Not the Wario, but the Wolf. Yeah. And he's been playing Wolf all day today. And, man, if you want a character that really just exposes you for not playing neutral, this is definitely the character.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, like, the floatiness of Peach, like, those, like, falling fares are going to kind of confirm into the back here at pretty early percents also. So,
this man got one hit for 54%. I didn't know Yalmanac cooked like that.
I'm telling you, man. Like, Yalmanac, so Mutace sometimes struggles with, like, you know, he's been public about the hand injuries. Yalmanac cooks just like Mutace, but, like, doesn't have broken hands. So I'm terrified if I'm playing against Yalmanac. If I'm Jordan, I'm low-key a little scared. I might low-key also have to, you know, consider the character switch. It's still stock 1. It's still a little early, but,
yeah,
you know.
I would say it's the fact that Jordan isn't afraid of anybody that's gotten him this far and back in the first place. But those dot eyes definitely help. And, ooh, yes, I love. Ooh, try to get the tech read. Not going to find it here. Oh, my God, swinging back and forth. It's Jordan and Yalmanac, yo.
These guys are trying to hit World Series home runs, man. Swinging for the fences right there. Yalmanac, though, going to win the scramble right there, that first stock. And again, once you get past, you know, 80, 90%, that falling fair into the back air starts not really becoming a thing. It's a little bit of an earlier percent window just because of how floaty Peach is. So you're going to want to try to go for – that's like the tough situation against Peach sometimes is like you're going to end up at this percent, you have to go for like stray kills or stray hits.
Right.
The back air, though, perfectly fine right there. But getting those back airs in that situation is also really difficult. But Stitch in hand, got to be careful. Look at the shield damage.
I actually thought that Yalmanac actually caught that. But these pulls for turnips have been absolutely wonderful right now. And shout out Turnip Cafe coming into play right here. Bunch of peaches. And now Jordan looking like he's on the back foot right now. 81% and still falling, doing these a little short. Ooh. And that is a 3-point play. Playing dodgeball with turnips right here. Yalmanac. These turnip pulls have been so good for him this game.
Yeah, he hit that from the logo to take it to Game 7, man. That was crazy. Just the fact that, you know, so aware to just drop it in that position is so good, too, because it covers just jumping to the ledge, covers Wolf Flash, and it covers up B as well. So just great option coverage right there. So don't need insurance companies, just in Yalmanac, man.
Right.
That coverage is crazy.
Okay, Jordan unfortunately getting just like he hasn't been able to like, well, excuse me, it's been even from a neutral standpoint, but like Yalmanac has literally like been able to take these combos and take them and get them to maximum efficacy, maximum efficiency. Ha ha ha.
You got it, man. You got it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
They have literally been like they have literally been maximum efficient combos, and they have been so good to where literally like Yalmanac only has had to touch him so many times to like literally get the max damage on him. And as I say, that literal tiara to the head.
Yeah, take this royal ass whooping real quick, man, right here.
Unbelievable.
Game
man.
one.
Yalmanac going game one.
Yeah.
And Jordan might have to go home.
Yeah, you might have to take off the headset and like say it from the mountaintops, you know,
right,
with your chest. You know, go home.
Go home, brother.
Might be too little, too late. I mean, we could see the character switch too, and then it's like a completely different story. I actually don't know how comfortable he feels. Like maybe he's just trying something out. You know, obviously, you know, I've been seeing the Laffy Smash graphics. I've been seeing, you know, Jordan Wolf on those graphics. So gonna opt to go for one of the characters that, you know, put him on the map basically. Gonna go for the tried and true Wario, obviously with one of the ones he's most known for, right? So
yeah, man, honestly, I agree with this pick just because if there's any time for you to try a new character, it's definitely that first game just to see if it works. It almost did, but probably feels like he could be a little bit more comfortable. Kind of match the airspeed of Peach with the Wario instead, and of course having the super on timer always helps because we see that Yalmanac is maximizing all the combos to get the max percent, and Jordan feels like maybe he needs that same thing to do to get the same effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely maximizing his combo routes right here as well. I mean, just the fact that he has access to more combos no matter what the percent is if you're Wario compared to when you're Wolf, right? Once you're approaching 90, 100% with Wolf, you're looking for more stray hits and you're looking for, you know, you're just praying something hits. But as Wario, you have the up tilt, you know, and then that kind of goes into imagination. You got the Nair as well, the down tilt dash attack. You know, you got everything if you're Wario, except maybe 3 stocks right here because, you know, Yalmanac definitely took that one. But it looks a lot closer this time around than it did game 1, so.
But Yalmanac definitely cooking right here. I'm really interested to see what he does here on defense, and oh my goodness. So we see really kind of jockeying for position in the middle here, and Yalmanac already cooking with the turnip. And if he didn't catch that turnip, it would have been real bad news.
Yeah, that would have been scary. I mean, we saw that clip right there. There's the Twitter clip from the Peach Ditto against Butte Ace, and that's exactly what Yalmanac was looking for right there. So you got to be really careful if you're Jordan. You know, like, you know, those moments where you're like not familiar with someone's game. This is one of those moments potentially. But Jordan bringing it back, taking a stock right here. This is looking not the end of the world, like you said. The waft is going to come in later in a few seconds as well. So that's going to be a situation where Jordan, yeah, there we go. We're glowing, man.
Yeah, super always on timer. So, like, it's one of these things that Yalmanac has to have a presence of mind for. And knowing Jordan, he's probably not going to use this. He has to wait until last stock, you know, or I was going to say, man, if you just want to get the combo going, then sure, he's not going to have the wall for last stock, but man, that's such a trump card and something that you need to have when you play against a character like Yalmanac.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone who is like very good at just locking. Oh, that was so smart, throwing the bike above him, you know, understanding that, you know, you can just kind of wait until, you know, the counter's over. Tries to get the up tilt there. No one home, but hey, no fly zone. Up smash right there. Great stuff. This is actually, it still worked out at the end of the day, right? Like, he still has the stock lead right here. And you can play this second stock, like, really slowly. Well, you know, you lose your stock there. But now you play this a little bit slowly, and now we start talking about half-off percent. So around 80, 90%, right? That's when we start talking about half-off maybe potentially being a factor right here in about a minute. So
yeah, man, we see that literally, like, Yalmanac is just kind of having a field day. Well, not a field day, excuse me. He's really just been, like, really good about just keeping the pressure on Jordan, even though, you know, that walk might be a thing or not. But so far, man, Yalmanac has literally just been doing a really good job of staying in this game and making sure the combos are maximized. And still, throughout all of that, Jordan's still putting in the work. Doesn't need a lot right here. Will we get the back throw? Yes, we will. Here we go. Bike back on stage, the edge guarding, but no, the fair. And we see that Yalmanac has been real privy to just throwing that fair around. Gets another Stitch face. The turnip pulls from Yalmanac have been so good, and still throwing dodgeballs, make you eat your vegetables. The tech from Jordan, so good. Jordan able to get a fair back on stage. The bike, trying to create a smoke screen here, not going to be able to get the wall, but gets the soft hit of Nair, and these two are going back and forth, and using the bike, trying to jockey for his position right here. Throws the bike forward. Oh, the back air not going to hit. And I was wondering what that clash was. I don't know what it was, but Yalmanac is going to go up 2-0.
Yeah, but what a response from Jordan, playing a much closer game number 2, making the switch to the Wario. And he was actually in a really good situation. Like, we that we were approaching like down tilt dash attack percents, we were definitely there. So like, you have to be really aware of that if you're Jordan. Yalmanac, of course, staying a little bit more, using the flow cancels, using the aerials, being on the platform a little bit more to avoid the dash attack altogether. So kind of nullifying that from Jordan, and ended up having to overextend to try to make a play happen. And, unfortunately loses the trade. And yeah, this is going to have to be a reverse 3-0 if Jordan wants to maintain his tournament life right now against Yalmanac.
Yeah, so far, I don't know if that's spaghetti or calculated right now, but Jordan definitely all over the place so far. But 34%, getting a very, very strong start at the moment in Yalmanac. All he needs is one turnip combo will do it. And so far, we see the change to Daisy, by the way. I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a preference. Like, I definitely just think it's a preference. I know Yalmanac is a big Daisy fan too, so I feel like I've seen him play a pretty equal amount of both. Definitely pure. For anyone who doesn't know, definitely just pretty sure just a cosmetic thing, right?
Yeah.
So, no actual real like changes in terms of the toolkit. So she still hits the same, man. She can still cheese you at 0. She's basically Rob, but she's royalty.
Speaking of trying to stay on top of the castle right here, Yalmanac at a 2-0 currently. Yeah. Jordan just has to find a way to just get back in the game. We've seen like very, very good offensive assaults, but all of them to no avail, really. Like at the end of the day, like, you're down 2-0. I was gonna say the turn back the ledge, but the down smash and damage kind of mounting right here, and Jordan trying to find a way to get something going. The back air going to do it right here, and Jordan finally with a lead, one of the first that we've seen all set so far.
Yeah, that bike placement too was so important, right? Because sometimes whenever you are dealing with the bike, it like extends your hitbox, or like, are you dead? Oh, almost dead. The bike like extends like the hitbox of moves, it like slows you down a little bit. Also, finally gets the bear right there. But having the bike right there forces Yalmanac to stay in the air to try to find some offensive pressure. That's when Jordan was like, get off the throw, throws the back air, putting him at first initially with a lead, and now back to even Stevens. But again, the Wario should have probably been the play since game 1. But, you got games to try, right? It's the beauty of best of 5. So I think in a best situation, you might just like stick with the Wario
with this ledge guarding that's happening by Yalmanac, I don't know if either one would have done it right now. Really, the only advantage right here that Jordan seems to have is the fact that he just has super on timer.
Oh, I was about to say one more up air connecting right there. That would have probably been the stock. Didn't want to let it rip. Sometimes you see like the way that your opponent is going, and if they're like slightly too far to the left, that walk is just going to miss. So you got to be really careful. You got to make the most out of these opportunities right there. Can't be naring all willy-nilly right there. That's so unlucky.
Yep, still not going to be able to do it here. And the crazy part about that last interaction that Yalmanac had is that he up smashed through that gap, through the small gap of that nair. Jordan able to get the waft, and here we go. 116 on Yalmanac. Yalmanac not gone with the stock quite yet, and Jordan is having so much trouble getting these high percentages gone from his opponent. But the forward tilt going to do that as I live and breathe. Here we go.
Yeah, slap across the face. Great stuff right there. Oh, that was so scary. You don't want to deal with those turnip combos if you're Jordan. So wisely grabbing right here. Just gets an up air for his trouble. So nothing too special, but that's the shield pressure that you need. Get on the bike to try to force the dash grab right there. Unfortunately, no one home for it. Yalmanac just a little bit more prepared right here. Last chance potentially at the ledge here, though. One bad option that could be the set and your tournament life if you're Jordan.
Yeah, I like, oh my goodness, that platform read. All teachers, you have Monday off. No book can help you with that.
Yeah.
But Jordan going to make his exit at, what is that?
9th place, I believe.
At 9th place, and Yalmanac going to make his way into top 8. So shouts out to Yalmanac and keeping the dream alive for Houston and Houston.
Yeah, obviously, because Nico's one of the players who you normally expect to be in these top 8s in this situation. He normally does a pretty good job of defending, but, Yalmanac coming in, being like, I'm that number 2 guy, because that's like the big question in Houston, right? It's like, obviously, everyone knows, even if Nico doesn't attend the weeklies as often as he used to, everyone knows that he's probably hands down number 1, right? But obviously, the conversation goes down to, is it Yalmanac? Is it Dave? Is it Brandon? Is it whoever, right? And, Yalmanac over here proving that, he's trying to be that number 2 guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that play was absolutely immaculate that he just did. The wherewithal to float through the platform and literally go for that tech read on the up smash. Very, very, very good presence of mind. Jordan, go home.
Go home. You got it, man. You didn't say what your
You
chest,
did it.
though.
You did it, but go home.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool. He's
I
great.